السلام عليكم.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. نبدأ الآن.
So let's start now.
تفضل طبعا.
Go ahead.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين. وبعد سعادة المدير التنفيذي
The executive
حقوق الإنسان
president of the Independent Permanent Human Rights Commission, Mr. Al-Yami, the representatives of the Yuna OIC, the journalists, ladies and gentlemen. I am pleased to welcome you at the beginning of this meeting that we intended to introduce the IPHRC and to launch the Jeddah Declaration for Youth Empowerment, Peace and Development. We have tried always to activate our roles and raise the awareness of the media institutions on their roles and to play their educational role and to highlight the shortcomings and the achievements. And during the last session held under the social development in the Muslim countries, challenges and opportunities on human rights, this session devoted to the second meeting on the protection of human rights, the rights and youth empowerment with strengthen their participation in the different aspects of life. And the Yuna OIC has participated in these two sessions and in their recommendations. The session witnessed a good cooperation between the member countries, OIC countries, so as to involve the youth in the development process. So, dear ladies and gentlemen, this meeting is intended to introduce one of its outcomes, which is the Jeddah Declaration for Youth Empowerment, Development, and Peace, which will enable to elaborate politics involving youngsters, and we hope that this meeting will be a very important turning point, so as all the countries will work to enable the participation of media, so as to strengthen these values. And in this regard, I would like to thank this institution, the IPHRC, for holding this meeting. I also thank the member countries, and we are always here to work with you to strengthen our joint action.
نود ملاحظة أنه اللقاء هذا
This meeting is
يوجد ترجمة
there is a simultaneous translation in Arabic, French, and English.
نبدأ بتصور تقديم سعادة الدكتور
And Dr. Hadi, we are here to learn about the IPHRC. So, and the best one to talk about this institution is Dr. Hadi, who is the director who took office in last September and has taken important initiatives to strengthen its presence worldwide, and so in order to live to the expectation of the Muslim countries. So, Dr. Hadi, we would like you to talk about your achievements, because you have always preferred actions on at the expense of words. Dr. Hadi has a good experience for decades in the protection and defense of human rights worldwide, and he has worked in different legislative institutions, and in last September he was appointed member for this organization, and the president of the Human Rights Committee at the Council. He has also been a member of the Saudi Human Rights Commission, and he has a long experience in human rights and has worked and contributed to the promotion of human rights in our country. Dr. Hadi has a PhD, and he is a professor of the international law, and he has many scientific contributions, and this enables him to be an active participant in many partnerships worldwide. And now the floor is given to Dr. Hadi to talk about the IPHRC, and the floor is yours. Thank you, Dr. Mohammed. Again, thank you very much for your attention that you give and your unlimited support for the Independent Permanent Human Rights Commission since its creation, and this reflects the quality of the partnerships between our organization and the Yona. Again, thank you very much, Mohammed, and your team, and I implore the Almighty to guide you to the right path. Dr. Mohammed El-Yami, the president of the Yona IC, the member of the Yona, the permanent representatives of the member countries. First of all, I am pleased, first of all, to thank you all for being present at this introductory meeting and to invest this time to launch the Jeddah Declaration 2025 for youth empowerment, development, and peace, which is one of the outcomes of the 2025 session. I am here. I am pleased today to introduce this organization as a human rights mechanism of the Muslim world, and it is the institutional arm in charge of promoting human rights in the member countries and following an balanced reference that respects all the countries, their internal affairs, and the beginning of this institution with the adoption of its bylaws, the IPHRC in June 2011, and then the process continued, and which resulted in its creation in 2017. From that time, the organization started laying down the foundation for its administrative bodies and all the necessary things for carrying out its mission. And as I said at the beginning, it is a consultative institution created by the Islamic Summit, and it is working to give advice and technical support to the member countries on human rights issues. And it is also a platform for constructive dialogue between the member countries and with the international organizations. And as I said at the beginning, this organization is one of the main bodies of the Muslim world, and it supports the member countries to protect and promote human rights following the Article 5 of the Charter of the Islamic world. So it is carrying out its mission independently and following the Charter of the Islamic organization, and in respect of all the values of justice and human rights. So it is made up of 18 members. Each one has the necessary expertise and experience, and they are elected for 3 years so as to cover the extent of the Muslim world. And each group is divided into 3 groups: Africa 6, the Arab world 6, and the SU1 6. And it has a general secretariat appointed by the Secretary General, and the director and the Secretary General work on the planning and of the activities of so as to implement all the missions of the organization and the institution. So it has an active team which is a supportive arm of its activities. Among the missions entrusted to this organization is to discuss the human rights issues of priority, to elaborate and discuss the reports and building capacities of the national agencies on best practices, so as to promote the culture of human rights, especially with the youth. These are the main activities or missions carried out by this institution, so as to be an arm supporting the countries. There are objectives so as to promote human dignity, justice, and equality, support to the member countries to achieve their human rights commitments and implement the international United Nations recommendations, and to build an approach on protection and treatment of the human rights issues, and to link human rights to the sustainable development. And these are as I said at the beginning, the meeting held 26 sessions, ordinary, during which we discussed a lot of human rights files that are in touch with the Muslim world. And based on the human rights reference and the Charter of the United Nations and that of the Muslim world, and the all the documents related, and it is based on the Cairo Declaration on Human Rights and the action plan of the organization of 2020-25, in addition to the agreements on human rights, the Declaration of Abu Dhabi, and on working on the work plan of the organization to promote women's participation. These are the aspects that the organization has been working on, and this is in the future view of the organization. We have tried to strengthen the institutional influence and to be permanently active, and in this regard, during the last session and in the upcoming work, we are working to elaborate a strategic view to update and our work activities and plans. This is what we are working on with our team, with our partners, in a comprehensive view based on some basic elements, the strategic plan of the institution, and to launch an electronic website for the institution, and to strengthen the studies and research center to be so as to be fruitful for all the member countries. And we are working to publish a magazine that supports the outcomes and all the files related to human rights. And we are working also to promote the digital transformation, and to improve the technical work at the level of the institution, whether internally or in the member countries. So all these ideas and initiatives that I mentioned have been welcomed by all by the council and by the member countries, and considered them as a good step toward the modernization of the institution and its strategy, which will strengthen its presence regionally and internationally, and in line with its strategy and objectives. These are aspects that we are working on, and of course the institution praises the support that we have received from all the member countries and the permanent representatives who have supported us permanently to ensure the success of our institution and to strengthen its presence regionally and internationally, and to give a good picture of the Muslim world, and it's a good participation in all the mechanisms of the Muslim world and of the United Nations. All these aspects we are working on in the framework of the expectation of the member countries. I don't want to be long, but these are some brief features of what we are doing, and we are proud of the partnership with the media, especially the Yona OIC, and we believe that your work as media is necessary for the success of this organization, especially awareness raising on human rights and the necessity to have a partnership with all the media worldwide, and something that we are working on. We will keep in touch with all the human rights institutions, and we will lay the foundation for a joint action through MOUs. We will be in all the Islamic countries. We will be on the same distance with all these countries, and we will work professionally to live to the expectations of our member countries, and to live also to the expectation of the members of the council. So every member of this organization, this institution, is working to carry out their missions in a timely and in a good manner. So this is the impetus and the main drive that we are working on. This concerning the first axis of our meeting today. Sorry for being long, but I wanted to be to give you a clear picture on our institution, and I am sure I am aware of the importance that you give to the institution, and we will be ready to hear from you about your any criticism, any comments, so as to improve our work and to improve the principle of transparency, and all the workshops, all the meetings will be available to you all, and it will be their outcomes will be published, and we will hide nothing. We will work to attract the best experts from all the corner of the world, and we as what happened in our previous meetings and sessions. So I will stop here in what concerns the introduction of the organization or the institution, and if anyone wants more clarification, I will be happy to answer any questions. And again, I am proud of your presence with us, and we are of your interaction with us. Thank you, Mr. Mohammed. The floor is yours, and anyone who wants to ask or comments, we are ready to hear you, and for any clarification regarding the Jeddah Declaration. So the floor is yours, Mohammed.
دكتور نثمر سعادة الدكتور هادي.
Thank you, Dr. Hadi, for the precious information that you gave us, and this reflected the importance of this institution and its contribution in putting in place a synergy of the work of the in our Muslim world. If there are any comments or questions from you, the floor is yours.
السلام عليكم.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
أهلا وسهلا، كيف الحال؟
حياكم الله.
أقدم نفسي محمد تقي الله الأدهم.
I'm Mohammed Taqiyullah Al-Adham, Director of the Mauritanian News Agency.
تحياتي لكم.
I am pleased and this is an opportunity to I think this event will have good results, and this subject, human rights, is a very important and problematic issue, and the media institutions play an important role in what concerns all its features, so as to promote this culture and to improve and enhance it. So we rely on the role of the IPHRC so as to be present in all the corners of the Islamic world, and I can confirm on behalf of the Mauritanian News Agency to work with you, to support you in this regard, and will continue working to deliver your message locally, in the Arab world, and internationally. Again, it is an opportunity to thank you. Thank you very much.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله. إذا أذنت لي أستاذ محمد، أنا يعني
Thank you, Mohammed.
شكري وتقديري لأستاذ محمد.
Again, thank you very much.
موريتانيا أستاذ محمد ولا من وين؟
Are you from Mauritania? I am the Director General of the Mauritanian News Agency of Mauritania. You are welcome. Thank you for your participation in this event, and I am sure that your participation and your presence is one of our main objectives to hold this event, because we want to get in touch with all the member countries, and to especially because we know that all the countries are eager to invest and to take profit from this organization, and through capacity building, training, and also to strengthen the roles of the institution and the national mechanism in the member countries. Again, thank you very much, Mr. Mohammed, and we are pleased to have you with us, and I have had the honor to visit Mauritania, to meet with many officials of the Mauritanian human rights institutions. They interacted with us positively, and Mauritania is one of the countries that are eager, and they are one of the main actors in the field of human rights, and it has ratified many conventions and treaties on human rights, and we have a plan to visit all the member countries and to strengthen the joint action and to strengthen cooperation. Thank you very much again. Thank you very much, and good luck. Are there any other interventions?
تفضل دكتور، ممكن تعتمد الإعلان.
Go ahead, Doctor. The floor is yours for the Jeddah Declaration. As you see. Thank you very much again, Mohammed, your team, all the participants.
اسمح لي بس كأني لاحظت هناك رسالة أو في سؤال أو شيء في الشات، إذا كان في شيء.
Are there any questions? Any written message? No questions.
أجل ننتقل للمحور الثاني.
Now we'll move to the main other aspect, which is the launch of the Jeddah Declaration 2025 for youth empowerment, development, and peace. in fact, a question is posed. Why such a declaration? So our main role is to put in place standards for human rights, and the institution supports the member countries to put in place policies so as for these cities to be in line with the Islamic values and the international rules. And because this session and this declaration concerns a very important component, very important for us, all the importance of the role of the youth in the Islamic world. And if you follow the statistics, you know that the number countries of the OIC hosts more than 350 million youngsters. This is, and you know that these youngsters are facing challenges in terms of unemployment, conflicts, extremism, and we have the responsibility to support youth to have positive participation and to lift and to address any challenges. And in the 26th session, the title was the development of youth and their role in facing challenges and opportunities in the framework of human rights. And we had a fruitful, objective discussion during 2 symposiums, whether in what concerns the high-level dialogue or the participation of youngsters in the post-conflicts and in development at peace, and the participation of youngsters and challenge and opportunities in our Muslim world. So all these sessions and the work papers elaborated by the experts and the positive interaction from the member countries and participation of many parliamentary representatives, all these resulted in positive outputs and in objective discussion on development of youth. And the deliberations that have been extended to the member permanent representatives, and the active participation of youngsters, and we have touched on many issues and mechanisms, and we came out from that session, thanks to the proposals of the experts, we came out with the Jeddah Declaration as a reference that the member countries and the can be used to elaborate policies with political orientations based on international law in by linking the references and the implementation, considering that youngsters are active actors in the development of their countries, so as to develop the youth sector. And this declaration included stressed the importance of media in the development of youth, the fight against extremism, the importance of partnerships and cooperation, control and responsibility. And this declaration came out with global, regional, general recommendations to the United Nations, to the local institutions and all the institutions and everything related to the development of youth. This is the first paper focusing on youngsters, and we have integrated all the principles and values related to our religion, and we worked to have a good synergy between all these policies, considering that youth as an engine for building peace and achieving sustainable development. These are the main elements and the features of this declaration, but I would like to add quickly regarding Jeddah Declaration. It is a very important document that stresses that the youth is active participant in development and peace, and they are present to defend their rights, and so it focuses on empowerment of youth through education and building capacities and the job opportunities. These are the main education, participation, and building capacities. These are the main elements of the empowerment. And in the global development, so as to prevent conflicts. And the third one is the sustainable peace through the participation of youngsters and the post-conflict and the protection of the and construction of the societies after wars and conflicts. So the importance of this declaration is that it links human rights to the agenda of youth, and it is in line with the priorities of the member countries and their national views, and open the way to initiatives and future partnerships. We are convinced that partnership with the media directly is something in raising the awareness, and especially in human rights and youth. We agree all that they are means that they are the pillar of the present and that of the future. So it's not the end. The Jeddah Declaration is not the end of our path, but it is the beginning. So we want to this Jeddah is declined in the policies of these countries. This is a brief summary of the features and the importance of this declaration. The declaration includes a lot of recommendations regarding the OIC, regarding the countries, regarding the United Nations organs, other related to the civil society. And here we stress the importance of this civil society in the Islamic world, and we have a future plan to strengthen the role of the civil society through organizations that work in the member countries and which are working on human rights. This is what I wanted to say today. You have the copy of the declaration, and it will be submitted to you after this meeting with all its elements, and we are eager to receive from you any comments or any observations. Thank you very much. I'm sorry for being long, but I wanted to clarify things.
في سؤال هنا من الأستاذ زهير وريمي مدير تحرير وكالة تونس.
Question from Zahir from Tunis, Africa.
يسأل حول خطة الهيئة للتنسيق مع بقية الهيئات.
What is your plan for coordination between the OIC organization and the institution to promote the culture of human rights? We have a double plan. There is a path on human rights institutions, and it is a very important window for coordination, and into the upcoming year we will have partnerships with all the human rights institutions in 57 Islamic countries. So we'll work mainly with those which are active, interacting actively with us, so as to implement a lot of activities on human rights studies and research on following the specificity of each country. The second path concerns a plan to put in place independent partnerships with each institution following its field of intervention. So we have to conclude 2 agreements with the Islamic Solidarity Fund, so as to have initiatives on human rights in Africa or in Eastern Asia, and we have another agreement with the Yona, and this meeting is a result of this agreement. Are there any more interventions? Any participations or questions?
طيب.
أنت محظوظ يا أستاذ محمد على فكرة.
Are lucky.
الله يحفظك طول عمرك.
أنت محظوظ إن زملائك اهتموا في الكاميرا اللي تلقط صورتك جميلة وتعطي دافع معنوي. أنا يظهر إن صورتي بعيدة فما حد يشوفني.
So you are lucky because your picture is clear, not like mine. I appear as to be far. At the end of this meeting, we thank Mr. Hadi El-Yami for the clarification he provided, and we appreciate and praise our colleagues and for their participation in this active meeting, which reflects their eagerness to support our work and to promote the coordination between our institutions. That our meeting reflects also that our eagerness to play our roles in awareness raising on human rights and to highlight what has been achieved in our countries, so as to promote human rights. Thank you very much for attending and for your participation, and let's meet in an upcoming meeting. Thank you very much.